Author Judy Blume once said, "Each of us must confront our own fears, must come face to face with them. How we handle our fears will determine where we go with the rest of our lives, to experience adventure or to be limited by the fear of it." Fans of sport love a good comeback story, and this is one for the ages. A young girl in Hawaii, a vicious shark attack, a fierce competitive spirit, a faith and a hope that overcomes tremendous loss. Meet Bethany Hamilton. Her ability to confront her fear and look it in the face set the course for her adventurous life. Bethany Hamilton was born in February 1990 in the islands of Hawaii to two surf lovers. Her parents got her in the water early on, and she was surfing by the age of 5. When she was 8, she competed in her first competition. The win solidified her life dream to become a professional surfer. Her talent was undeniable, and she had her first sponsor by age 9. In the years to come, she became a force to be reckoned with on the surfing scene. She quickly ascended the ranks in the amateur competitions. The future for young Bethany Hamilton was bright and carefree. But all that changed on the morning of October 31st, 2003. Hamilton and her best friend and fellow surfer, Alana Blanchard, along with Alana's brother and father, went out for a morning surf. As Hamilton laid on her board sideways, enjoying the calm waters of the morning, a 14-foot tiger shark attacked her. She had the presence of mind to hold onto her board to avoid getting dragged under. The shark pulled her back and forth, but didn't pull her beneath the surface. She remembers the red water and then calling out to her friends for help. Her left arm was completely severed. She was 13. Holt Blanchard, Alana's dad, remembered Hamilton paddling toward them, bloody water, and seeing her arm gone. Blanchard knew it was a dire situation, and he had to act quickly to save the young girl's life. They were 200 yards out. He used his surfboard leash as a makeshift tourniquet and paddled her to shore. Hamilton remained calm. She didn't scream. Instead, she prayed. She recalls, "I figured out that if I panicked, then things wouldn't go as good as if I was calm." Holt Blanchard made a new tourniquet with a rash guard. A doctor from a hotel raced to the scene. By the time she got to the hospital, she'd lost nearly 2/3 of her blood and was in shock. In a strange twist of fate, Hamilton's father, Tom, was scheduled for knee surgery at the very hospital that Bethany was taken to. The doctor informed him that his surgery needed to be delayed due to a badly injured surfer headed to the hospital. They rolled Tom Hamilton out of the operating room and rolled Bethany Hamilton in. The doctors told her parents that survival was slim. It is quite frankly a miracle in and of itself that she survived. But what's most extraordinary about this story is how she survived. Hamilton's family, as one would expect, was filled with sadness and anger about what happened to the youngest member of their family. It wasn't fair. She was so young. She had so much promise. But Bethany Hamilton didn't feel that way. She was determined to not sink into despair or self-pity. She knew the damage that could bring, and so she decided to face this challenge head-on with strength, peace, and positivity. She says, "I was still just eager for life." That remarkable spirit changed the tone in her family, and they were quickly able to share her enthusiasm for recovery and for the future. The road was not an easy one, and Bethany had to work hard to overcome the trauma she experienced. It was important to face her fears, and so 1 month later, Bethany got back in the water. Buoyed by the support of her parents, 2 older brothers, and her surf community, Bethany climbed onto her board again. It was thicker and longer, and her dad built a special handle on it for her right hand to help her duck dive under the waves. 2 years later, she won her first national surfing title, and her lifelong dream was realized at the age of 17. she became a professional surfer. The next years brought worldwide travel and competitions, placing and winning in many. She continues to surf and compete to this day. In 2013, Bethany married Adam Dirks. They have 3 young boys, Tobias, Wesley, and Micah. They live in Hawaii, but continue to travel. And of course, she is teaching her boys to surf. As a childhood friend once said of her, she has salt in her blood. After Bethany was attacked, about a mile away from the scene, a family of fishermen caught and killed a shark. In its mouth was surfboard debris. The police compared the measurements of the shark's mouth to Hamilton's board, and it was confirmed. It was the same 14-foot tiger shark. Her board and her swimsuit from that day are now displayed at the California Surf Museum in Oceanside, California. Bethany Hamilton has been in the spotlight for more than half of her life. She's traveled the talk show circuit, spoken at events, been the subject of articles, books, and movies. She started her own foundation and participates in many charities. Her deep faith continues to sustain her. In 2004, she received the Courage Teen Choice Award and won the ESPY Award for Best Comeback Athlete. What could have been a life tormented with fear and limitations has turned out to be a life of great adventure and inspiration. Hamilton says, "I didn't set out my life to have a great impact or anything, but it is really beautiful to see all the good that's come from what seems like such an awful thing. My life is so much more, especially now, being a mom and wife and just the beauty of family and my faith in God and surfing. There's so much to life to just focus on one little moment, or one big moment even. I lost my arm, but I wouldn't change it." Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button below and click to subscribe to our channel. Be sure to tap the notification bell so you'll be one of the first to know when we post our next inspiring sports story.